The Chinese word hung means spirit. However, it does and it doesn't. As a matter of fact, the hung is but one aspect of the spirit, the higher aspect, the aspect that serves to enlighten all, to create man above his base self. This is also known as the mind, for in China there is no difference between the two. The seat of the mind is also the seat of the higher soul, the Hung Shan. However, there is another aspect and another element to the soul, known as the Po, or the Po Shang. The Po is the base animalistic tendencies, the lower self, as it is called, hunger, desire, lust. All of these are vestige elements of the low soul. The things that make man monstrous as opposed to a beacon of enlightened Confucianism, one could say. Wherever you are on this evening, as the clock strikes and tolls midnight, dong, 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 you will walk through a doorway or perhaps turn a corner, enter your bathroom, or stumble in after a night out, Lottie. You will, however, never reach your destination. No, no, no. As opposed to finding yourself in the bathroom, in the hallway, in your lover's arms. Instead, you will find yourself standing amid tall trees that have a scent of lavender. It is pleasant. You will feel a breeze on your face as light glimmers down from overhead, a great celestial beacon. You stand in front of a beautiful, picturesque pond that is shown before you. You hear the rippling and the cascading of a tiny waterfall as the stream feeds the pond. You see the tranquility all around you. You are all stood side by side. Begin.
Damn it, Siren! Oh. Wrong place. Hi.
It isn't even really popping up in random places anymore. This just happens so often that she's like, okay. Again.
So this happened. Peter, for his part, was once again meditating, trying to contemplate and get a grip on his inner turmoil, when he suddenly found himself hearing you guys' voices, and he opens his eyes, looking around, and then raises his eyebrow a little bit before he says, more to himself than to anyone else, "This is not where I was just before."
There's a loud crunching sound. Hi guys. Lottie's in like sweatpants and a tank top, her bright green sports bra. She's still got makeup on. There's a huge plate of like almond cookies in her arms. She's just snacking away. What's up? Do you guys want some?
Anna appears slightly disoriented with a pen in hand and a cigarette tucked behind one ear, in a hoodie and jeans and bedroom slippers.
Darcy looks like she was about to go to a party.
Well, Liza's never getting these cookies. Continues to eat. So, guys, what you think we're up to now?
I don't know, Peter answers, but given what happened the last time we were all together like this, I doubt it is altogether fortunate.
I don't know what you're talking about. So, I did have an appointment in about an hour at that hot new club downtown. Where are we?
Are you talking about Rhapsody? Holy shit.
This is what they sent. This is what they sent.
Oh.
You see the water at the center of the beautiful pond blacken and sicken, almost like you're looking at coagulated blood. As you see this figure slowly rise, blood dripping from their form, smiling at you with a mouth that's far too wide to be human. She looks down the line, each one of you, eyes of baleful gold flecked with crimson, and she says, "This is what managed to pass the test of body. I must say I'm almost amused."
Well, they say a change is as good as a rest.
Do they? Who says this?
I don't know. I'm not really good at reading.
No, godling son, you're not. But then again, here you are just the same as anyone else. Sans the parentage who doesn't care, but that's neither here nor there, I assure you.
Peter
Damn.
burns. Peter like looks around at the disturbing surrounding, and he gets there's kind of a look in his eyes that it isn't terror as such, but he's definitely responding differently than one normally would simply to eerie surroundings.
You are the ones who take the tests, who open the gates to unseal the path. You already have. She gestures with one hand. I believe Anna had this as the jade green key around her neck slips into the visible spectrum from inside her clothing. It kind of phases through her shirt practically, coming into view. You're the ones who wish to open the door. I'm merely here to give you the opportunity. Where are my manners? Nai Shiten, Eyes on Shen, at your service, or Eyes on Shen for short. If anyone wants to make me an intelligence occult roll, they can.
Oh, yes.
It'll be difficulty 7.
I have in your coat. Let me see.
If you
One
don't get
should
that,
probably
No, I
check.
do not. Will a straight intelligence work, or
You cannot roll a lore skill, or you cannot roll
Knowledge.
a knowledge on
Okay.
page. Thank you.
that's fine. Then I'm Jon Snow. I know nothing.
Or if you have the
And-
high number for it, she'll also count.
What, sorry?
Intelligence occult.
I said if you have any high Umbra lore, she will also count.
Nope.
I
Give me a sec.
but my occult's higher. So.
Did you say difficulty
Umbra,
8,
however-
Evan?
Seven, he
Umbra
said.
lore high Umbra lore will be difficulty 7. High Umbra lore will be difficulty 5. Cold will be difficulty 7.
Okay.
And I'm rolling high.
Oops.
I am.
This will be a threshold of 2 successes.
2?
2 successes. Yeah.
Do I have to roll then?
No.
Damn. Lottie's got
You-
nothing.
Nope, I didn't get anything.
I'll try it anyways.
Lottie will offer an almond cookie to Christina with like a curious face of just like, do you know?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I actually
Yeah,
got 2
she-
successes.
She will take the cookie and give her a smile and a shrug of her shoulder, like,
Christina, do you eat the cookie?
you know what? Yeah, she takes a nibble off of it.
As you bite into it, you taste maggots and rot in your mouth.
She's
As you spit it out, you will see green, festering slugs in the spit, and you will see the cookie is laced with all kinds of filth and creeping insects.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's not how they usually go. That's not how they usually go.
All right. So for this is really obscure. Evan actually had to dig deep to find this one. Hai Chi Chen Wang, or Hai Chi Chen Haizen Wang, is a very little known Chinese goddess. She is the goddess of corrupted blood, also diseases of the blood.
Oh no.
Oh, that's not good.
Yes.
She is known to eat people inside out. The slow fever is said to have been her curse upon mankind. The slow fever being the slow fever being TB for the record. Hmm?
So that just sounds lovely.
Anna will give a polite bow and say, "Thank you for giving us this opportunity."
You're the first ones in a very long time to pass a single door. However, I will have my price and I will have it paid. This test is simple. She smiles. Do you like the clean beauty of my waters? My lake?
I do love your hair, though. That's something I definitely wanted to say. Like, you have the most amazing haircut I've seen in a while.
I am pleased that you think so. However, now, she removes from her belt a bag and she throws the bag onto the shore that's just in front of you, onto the little shore of the pond. And she'll say, it is simple. In that bag, there are 7 pieces, one for each of you. You simply have to draw them out. For you see, this test is the test of the Po, the lower soul, the soul of desire, the soul that makes you inanely human, that drags you down to earth so you cannot ascend to heaven. In mind. Huh?
Nothing. Sorry. Please go on. I thought I should mute myself.
We know what's gonna happen.
Okay, what's funny? Am I missing something?
No.
Saskia, tell me what's funny, or I'm stopping the scene right here.
I was
No.
just thinking, like, okay, this is like based around basic instincts, and you want something, you take it.
Yes.
I was just thinking,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
throwing it back. Darcy is curiosity. Why is Darcy in the scene? This can only go wrong. That was also what I was laughing about.
So basically, she'll say, within the bag, there are 6. Sorry, there are 3 black pieces and 3 red pieces, and a single golden piece. Draw them out now. Each one of you takes 1 piece from the bag. So how we're going to do this is I have them all numbered, and I know what numbers correspond to each. So I'm going to quiz down the row of you. Give me a number between 1 and 7. If it's been taken, obviously it's been taken. So Anna, number between 1 and 7.
3.
Cool. You get a red piece. Just keep a notation of this. Christina, number between 1 and 7. Lindsay.
Did you not hear me?
No, I didn't.
Oh, 7.
Okay, Lindsay. Lindsay, you draw out the gold piece.
Ooh, gold.
Ooh, fancy.
All right, Peter, your turn.
I am going to go with number 1.
You draw out. One moment. Let me just. I'm scrolling. You draw out another red piece.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'm gonna note it because I can't remember shit.
Maya.
What numbers have been taken?
We've had
1, 7, 3, and what?
we've had 1, 7, and 3.
1, 7, 3. I'm gonna take a 5.
Maya, you draw out a black piece. Rory,
They're 1 to 7, and 1, 7, 3, and 5 are taken.
Mhm.
I'm thinking. Hold on.
I'm gonna start.
I am going to take. Okay. Hold on, this has come up before for Rory. And he's actually mumbling to himself as he thinks it's there. 2. It is
All right.
suspicious.
2 is indeed an auspicious number. And you will draw out the last red piece, which means that both Darcy and Tiger, when he arrives, will draw out the 2 remaining black pieces.
Okay.
Wait, I had red? Okay.
Yes, you have red. All right, then. So Anna has red. Christina has the golden piece. Peter has black, I think.
No, I'm pretty sure
Red.
you said that I drew a red piece. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Actually, I tell you what. Write down in the side chat what you have, because it'll make it easier for everyone to remember.
Oh, I picked number 5 red piece, so someone could just write that down because I'm on mobile. I mean, I have it written down.
Okay, I'll write it down for you. Oh, sorry, Maya. I have confused you. You have a black piece. My apologies. Evan did brain math wrong. Because there were too many.
I thought I said I had a black piece.
No, you said you had a. You said you had
5
a
is a black piece.
Yes, 5 is a black piece. Cool.
Did I? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because I'm like reading it off. Like 5 is a black piece. All right, gotcha.
All right. So she will say, separate into 3 groups: the red to the left, the black to the right, and the gold. She holds out her hands. Come to me.
Oh, fuck. She swallows just a little bit and like looks at the rest of the group like, say nice things at my funeral, that kind of look, and goes.
There's a thumbs up from
towards
Lottie,
her.
like, good luck.
You'd
We got
almost
you.
think that I was going to say, you'd almost think that everyone was salty about nearly being eaten in 2 by a giant rat. What are you talking about?
Hey!
No, Evan would never be salty about that. No.
Holding a grudge? No.
No, basically, it's quite interesting. As you step out into the lake proper, you will feel rocks appear under your feet, rising up from the still bottom of the pond to basically support your weight, until you're standing where the figure is floating. She wraps her arms around your waist and she kisses you on the cheek. You feel filthy, like your skin crawls. You feel as if you haven't showered in months. It is a sense of your skin crawling out of itself.
Oh, joy.
And she will say, it is quite simple. Red, the color of passion. Black, the color of the deep greed within all man. So, the task is simple. When those of you who possess black step forward as I call you, I will determine the pairings myself in a moment. The black will step forward and they will look into the lake. They will then be tempted and shown things that they want. You will forget why you are here. You will forget your mission. You will forget that I exist. You will forget everything except what you see and what you have known up to this point. and the choice will be simple. You must turn away from your own desires. The only ones who can help you are the individuals who will stand behind you and play the voice of reason in your ear. Yet the voice of reason cannot tell you why you must do this. They may only give wise and sage counsel. Should they point out the fact that if you accept the offer, you become mine to devour, well, that would be cheating. Do we have any questions?
Can I put my plate on the floor?
Yes.
Thanks. Lottie's just gonna put her plate on the floor and kind of say,
I should also point out that your teammate, should you fall, will share your fate. As for the gold, once again, she's stroking Christina's hair. Oh God! Oh God!
Oh my god, yeah, she's trying really hard not to just like
it's cringe city, isn't it?
Yeah.
Any point in time, once per vision, you may allow someone to, how would I phrase this? She contemplates, she touches her lower lip with a finger. You may change one thing that the vision will say, though you cannot change, how would I phrase it? You may change what it says to something you feel is more appropriate or something you feel is more easy to resist. And it will do so. The person in question will forget the first sentence and it will be replaced by the second. So you essentially can play with their desires to even, well, that depends on if you want any of these people dead. You're the only one who won't die, my dear. Isn't that lovely?
Her jaw drops a little bit.
I didn't exactly get the meaning of that. OC, what's she saying?
Basically, she can have the person in question, the person who received black is going to receive visions as they look into the pool. She's the only other person who can perceive the vision. No one else can. They can only hear what the person is saying as they look into the pond. And so they have to, basically, Lindsay can see what is being said, and she can change one thing the vision says to either make it more or less appealing.
And the only rule is we can't tell them like that if they don't resist, they'll die.
You can't tell them where they are, what's happening now, or if they don't resist, they'll die. Yes, those are the basic rules. You can't. Nothing about here can influence their judgment. They have to make this decision, and you have to be able to encourage them to be people, even if it means giving up what they feel they want. Because the low soul is all about gratification, regardless the price. All right.
And once per player, once per pair, we can change one thing about the vision.
Lindsay can. Lindsay's the only one.
I can.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I can if I decide to, or I can leave it alone. And I guess I'm the only one that absolutely won't die from this. So.
Okay.
There's a distinct lack of your death.
Yay! All of my nerves and shit are on fire, but hey, no death.
No death is good.
No death is good.
I mean, I can totally recommend it. All right, I've taken certain liberties with certain characters, and I do apologize. Like for example, I had to come up with pictures for people for things, obviously. All right, so I'm going to randomize the first pair. Give me a moment. On a side note, I hope you guys liked the idea for this. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. This is great.
Yeah.
I'm just sad I'm not on the black end. That sounds like the most fun.
So
This is going to be so much fun. I'm going to break Lottie in half.
the first person. Ooh, this one's going to be interesting. The first one up is Darcy, who was
Hi.
going to be supported by Rory.
Yay!
Oh boy.
Yes!
I believe in you.
Better than Peter.
I
But
believe in you.
Is Rory coming to an end now?
All right, let's go, Team Stupid.
I agree.
Listen, y'all luck has been great so far. Just use it together.
I also want to point out that, guys, we're not going to be doing this with dice rolls because, I could throw big mountains of dice or you could throw big mountains of dice, but it is going to be down to the strength of the argument.
We're gonna be Team Lucky because we don't have the brains to power through this. We have to rely on
That's
luck.
true. I actually
Listen,
have
you
one.
know what?
I have
You
one
both are.
knowledge.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry,
Huh?
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say you were both very interesting characters. I believe the power of that may be enough. Just dig deep into your inner Darcy and Roriness, respectively.
I will also
I
point out
Dig on deep.
Oh God.
I also have one knowledge that actually would be useful here.
Cool.
is it
I believe
is
in
it,
you.
is it 5 ranks of knowledge, James Joyce?
It is not.
Dang.
Aw.
I know. That's come up once so far, sort of, because I
That
forced
was
it.
glorious.
It was. But no, it is in fact Rory's Esoterica. It is of direct utility here.
Cool.
All right. So, Darcy,
Yes.
you are summoned forward.
Oh gosh, I'm so excited.
Actually,
Yes.
I'm going to amend my statement. Both of the people can perceive the vision. However, only Lindsay can speak, and it will affect what is said. So basically, Rory, you can't talk to the figure that is going to appear in the vision. It won't hear you.
Okay.
Only Saskia
Right.
will hear you.
But I can talk to
To me. You can talk
Darcy.
to me.
Yeah.
Oh God. I'm super excited. Let's do this. Bring it.
All right then. And Lindsay, as I said, you can have it change something it has said. Though I will point out, it can be vetoed if what you make it say is ridiculous, like "I'm going to slit your throat" or something stupid like that.
yeah, for sure.
So
But if you said it offered the sweet release of death.
Saskia, hi Saskia.
yeah. Hi.
Because what I did was
just gonna look at Rory and be like, "We're gonna totally got this, right? We totally have this." Thumbs up.
Well, Rory gives a thumbs up, and it looks pretty genuine.
Darcy
all
will
right,
wink.
so Darcy,
I will
you
look
step
forward.
You
Yes.
step forward and you look into the water. I will point out, okay, everything else around you, Darcy, melts away. You forget the blade. You forget everything else. And you are standing. No, rather, from your perspective, you are standing in a room that overlooks a skyscape that stretches out before you. And you see this man sitting at a desk in front of you. He is currently looking through papers.
Is that Darcy's dad?
Yes.
I was thinking. Yes. Oh my God. Oh, that's cool.
Like, for example, I said I had to take liberty, so I had to find like pictures and things for people.
Oh, you should have asked. I had a picture for my dad. It was terrible. This is good as well.
He looks up and he says, "So, I'm genuinely curious as to something. Jet
Hey,
setting, spending every dime you're given and always wanting more. I assume that at some point you're going to become viable for something."
I mean, I'm already viable. I'm pretty awesome. And look,
Are
have
you?
you seen my Yeah, have you seen my amount of followers on YouTube?
And yes, that's wonderful, I'm sure. Followers, yes. Who do what? Look at you dance around half naked and make an absolute show of the family. Wonderful. I'm sure that you are a
Dad,
credit.
no. Followers on YouTube. This is the future of like commercials. You think everything is still like on television? You need to buy like the best commercial. No, it's about how you do online. That is gonna become so much more important. And
Ah,
look, Dad, I can help you with this. Just yeah.
Fascinating, I'm sure. Oh, very well. So explain to me this. He throws down a newspaper on the table. He says, and it basically says Darcy Ellsworth's newest nip slip. The exclusive. So
And she just gasps, like put her hands in front of her mouth. Oh my god, that is so not true. They're making stuff up. That I promise, that wasn't me.
Darcy, honestly, what? Look, no. I want you to know something. One way or the other, regardless what happens, the fact of the matter is that you have been indulgent, you have been wasting, you've been wasteful, and you have never looked forward your whole damn life. I just want to say I am disappointed in you. I could not ask for a greater disappointment as my child.
Dad, no. I am looking forward. I promise. Dad, please.
There's the door. I recommend you use it.
What? No, you can't just. You're not gonna shove me out, are you?
What else have I got to do? Honestly, all I do is give, and all you do is take. Ruin the name of the family, the name that we've striven, myself, your grandfather, your great-grandfather have built up. And what? It now goes to you, someone who can't even manage her own life.
Maybe he'll respect you more if you learn to stand on your own 2 feet.
But Dad, I'm working. I'm having a lot of gigs. I have a lot of things that I do.
Things or people? Because frankly, I'm seeing a lot of both.
What? Well, no, I don't.
Let's hear that you're co-edding with some random homeless boy you found on the street. The hell are you doing?
Look, I'm helping him, Dad.
Helping him, yeah, I'm sure. Like your mom used to help the pool boy, no doubt. Fuck's sake.
I am not my mother. Why would you say that? Please, Dad.
Get out of my sight. I don't want to see you anymore.
But why? You never said this before to me. It's
That's
me.
because he stands up and he puts both his hands on the desk. He said, that's because up until now, I still thought I had a daughter. Right now, I don't even want to. Get out.
No, please. No. Dad, I love you. Don't do this to me, please. I'll do everything. I'll do anything. Don't do this.
There's a sigh. And he'll say, all right, maybe I have been hasty. You're not your mother. I understand that. He walks around the other side of the table and he simply says, come and give me a hug.
Okay.
Wait. Say, no, wait.
Darcy's taking like a couple of steps, then kind of stops as she looks around, hears the voice. Is like, does she actually see Rory, or is it just like a voice?
It's like a disembodied voice, but you know the voice. How to describe this? You know that the voice means a lot, but you don't know why, and you don't know the context, but you know it's important.
Do you want his pity, or do you want his love? Or sorry, respect?
I want his love. He's my dad.
He's always going to love you. He's your father.
But he's kicking me out.
But he can't respect you now.
What do you mean with that? He's like, he kicked me out. He was mad at me. I don't want him to be mad at me.
He wants you to stand on your own 2 feet. He wants you to be as strong as he is. So that when he's gone, you're strong enough to carry on the family and pass those values on and that legacy on to the next generation. It's about more than you. It's about more than him. He may have had dreams himself.
A single tear falls down the old man's cheek. He opens his arms wide and he says, how would he phrase it? He says, though we may have had our disagreements, and though we may not have always seen eye to eye, I've always loved you. Come here. Show your father how much you care.
I love you too, Daddy. But what is it that you want from me?
Didn't anything he said make sense? Isn't there a ring of at least a ring of truth in it?
With what? I've never had a nipple cage. Right.
Rory. Pause it. Oh, he can't be seen anyways. Do the details of that matter? Or perhaps he actually is embarrassed. Perhaps he actually doesn't see how you're going to be strong enough. Because when he kicked you out, if his father had kicked him out, would he have cried and begged for a hug? Or would he have gone out the door and built his own company, his own legacy, to prove that he's no less than his own old man?
I mean, I don't know. Dad, did you ever fight with Grandpa?
Odd thing to say. I suppose that he and I had our differences of opinion, but I'd never say that we fought tooth and nail, no.
Did you want him to be proud of you?
I wanted him to know that I was the man I was, despite everything or because of everything.
Walk out the door. Tell him you'll make him proud. And you can do it yourself.
Dad, I love you. I want you to be proud of me.
And it is now he lands the kicker. I have always been proud of you. He opens his arms. He's opening his arms to you, Darcy.
Oh.
When has he ever given up anything so easily in his life?
Darcy's gonna start crying. But he always did everything for me. He bought me pony and dresses and jewelry and like that would. I don't know what to do.
He's your father. He'll always love you. But if you cave now, he will never respect you. You'll always be a supplicant and never be an equal. And he knows that the pressure of the family will break you. He won't be able to pass the burden on to you when he's gone.
Right.
Walk out the door.
I don't want to.
It's not about what you want. It's about what's
Why
good for
not?
the family.
Why is it not about what I want?
You've always been my little girl. Ever since the moment I saw you wear your first dress and that first dance recital, I knew that you were always going to be special, that you were always going to have that place that no one else could occupy in my heart. I've always been proud of you, and I've always loved you. Marriages can come and go, and they have. But every time I look at you, regardless of anything else, I still see your mother. I still see the reason why I cared for her. And I still see the beautiful girl that her and I made together. And I know, deep in my heart, that I have always had that special bond with you, that you will always be my little girl.
But what if I want to be your big girl? What if I want to be good at this hotel thing like you? What if I want to be your next you?
Then we'll work on that together.
See? She was kind of, say to the invisible voice.
If you,
I can.
if he gives it from you, if he gives it to you, you'll never have earned it. You will always be a pale shadow of him. He who sacrifices his conscience to ambition burns a picture to obtain the ashes. You will only have a pale imitation. If you did your own thing, if you were successful in that, without a lick of support from him, without showing him weakness, that he would respect.
Daddy?
Yes, sweetheart?
I want to... It's so hard. I want to do this for you. I want to show you that I'm someone that you can be proud of. Like, really. I don't want to walk away from you. But there's something that tells me that I should, and I don't know what to believe or not, so I love you, Dad.
I love you too.
I know. I'll see you soon, okay?
Do you take a step backwards?
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
As you do, you hear a screaming noise as the figure of your father melts into Zhanshin's face, as she tears and gnarls at her skin with long fingernails, and the memories come flooding back to you.
Okay, yeah, she's gonna back away like, fuck now.
I will point out,
I was
Fanatic.
watching.
Hmm?
Christina was watching this whole thing kind of wide-eyed and breathes a sigh of relief when Darcy steps back.
Is actually, does she see Rory behind her now?
Yes, and you remember why he was there.
Okay, jump hug.
Yay!
Hug very tightly.
That is disappointing. Oh, well, I suppose.
Bird doesn't sing because he has the answer to something. He sings because he has a song.
Shame what happens when birds' wings are clipped.
No matter how much the wind howls, the mountain does not bow.
The mountain may stand firm and resolute, however many armored feet may march across it.
And when they are gone, the mountain will still be there.
You could have almost been a poet, God Scion.
Heaven willing, there's still time. And if there's not, it's the will of heaven.
Fine. The next ones to step before me, in that case, will be... One moment. I will randomize this as I did the last one. Oh my. This one is going to be interesting. The next one up is going to be Lottie and Anna.
Oh boy, this is going to be interesting.
What was I going to say? Yeah, I'm going to go and get a drink as well. So by all means, feel free to roleplay amongst yourselves. Because that was suitably traumatizing.
Oh no, oh no. I've been re-looking over Lottie's backstory. I was talking to Heather about it, and I was just like, Lottie's backstory is, you know the phrase, the people who are the most sad are the ones that try to make others happiest?
Yes, I remember some details about Lottie's backstory.
Yeah,
Not a
that's
lot,
Lottie.
but some.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I will be right back, guys.
Funny enough, I've never had her backstory be incorporated before, so this is gonna be interesting.
Like,
This is gonna be
Darcy,
interesting.
ever since Darcy's back, she's been crying against like oh fuck, in character name. I don't have a lower third. Please help.
Rory?
Rory. Yeah, I was thinking Russell. I was like, no, it's not Russell. God damn it, that's his last name. Fuck off. Oh yeah, so Darcy's just been crying against Rory's shoulder, probably.
Rory rubs her shoulder. He's pretty cheery. Oh, you know what?
What?
I bet he still loves you. And there's still lots of time to make him proud.
Does that mean I have to leave the penthouse now?
It's up to you. But
There's Spanish omelets in my stomach. I'm very happy. Oh, sorry.
What if he doesn't? Maybe he just doesn't love me. Maybe he just thinks I'm stupid. I am stupid.
well, he might
I
think you're
want him to
stupid,
love
but
me.
he'd still love you. He'll still love you no matter what. And you still time to make him proud of you. You're young. I'm sure he's done stupid things too. I'm sure he made his own father pull out his hair.
But Daddy is a very smart guy, and I'm just not. And not because I'm not a guy, but I'm just
How do you
not
know he was
smart.
always smart?
I mean, if you look at him, like, he's smart. He looks
Yeah, he's smart now.
You look smart.
Do you think he
That's
looked
probably
smart when he
because
was
you have
18?
red hair. I don't know.
He was probably like fucking around his way across the US. It was probably putting all sorts of substances in his body. He was probably spending lots of money and requiring donations to his alma mater, or to your grandfather's alma mater, so they wouldn't kick him out.
I don't
How old
know.
are you now?
I'm 19.
Everyone's a fucking moron at 19.
Almost.
I'm still a fucking moron. I'm 22. Lots of people never even make it out of the fucking moron stage. But fucking everyone is a moron at 19.
So you're saying I'm a moron?
Well, you and everyone else at 19, yeah. I'm still a moron too. I got a lot less chance of crawling out of it than you do.
He's saying you can go beyond it.
You're saying I'll be a moron for a year?
At least
He's
4 or
saying
5.
that right now, there's potential for more. So if you want, you can change a little. You can do things that you need to do so that you can follow what footsteps you need to make your dad proud, and so that you will also be proud of yourself. Calling yourself a moron, not necessarily respecting yourself. Trust me, I was a moron at 19, and I made it past it. Well, 19 and 20. But I knew people that made it past 19 without being a moron. It just happens.
Think about it this way, Darcy. You're like Britney Spears, but
I'm like Britney Spears? Oh no,
when
look,
her
why is my head?
you're
I
not
thought
going
it was
to
more
do
fair, so-
that because you're still on the Mickey Mouse Club. The only place you have to go from here is up.
Mickey Mouse Club. That is so 2 centuries ago. Telling me that I'm old?
No,
Boring?
I'm telling you you're young and you have time to make mistakes, time to do things that are maybe dumb, maybe stupid, but the experience is still worth it.
Absolutely.
All right. I am back. We will continue. Maya, I want to emphasize this before we begin. I love you.
Let me close my door.
This is gonna get bad. You thought Darcy's was bad. Oh, no.
Yep. I didn't know this day was coming when I wrote her backstory, because in previous games, MSDs did not even care about the backstory.
I read
This
all
is what
of
happens when you actually invest in your characters. God damn.
All right, so Anna, you will also step forward just a little behind her.
Yep.
And once again, as I have described, the world will seem to melt away. Except, okay. For the record, I'm going to say if people are triggered by this, I am sorry. So we are now about to reference some pretty dark source material. I'm giving a warning. I trust you all to be a mature, sensible group of players. Okay? Okay. Anna and Lottie in particular, you hear the sound of banging, like bang, bang, then a low scream and a whimper as you see one of those idyllic houses in a suburban neighborhood. You're standing out the back of it. It's got a white picket fence and everything. It looks so nice. It looks so neat. It looks so pretty. And then you see stumbling out of the house with tears running down her face, a split lip and covered in bruises. 1 moment. This young lady, who bears a striking similarity to Lottie. You could almost say that they were kin.
Sharp hiss from Lottie.
She kind of curls up under a tree and starts to sob, as you can see small amounts of blood trickle down her chin. Okay, go trick.
Can Lottie step forward towards the figure?
Mm-hmm. As she looks up, you look into her brown eyes, and you see eyes that are stained and etched with tears. As she weeps, a sorrowful sound that makes you feel nothing but pity in the deepest levels of your heart, seeing a face that you hadn't seen in so many years, but you could never forget their face. Their faces, as a matter of fact. And from inside, you still hear the thumping noises, and you hear dull whimpers of pain.
Lottie takes a seat next to them, and she looks at them. Mi corazón se duele. I know it hurts. Don't rub the blood. It'll just stain.
You see her look down at her hands as they shiver, and she says, "Why did you leave us? What did we do? We didn't know, and then you were gone. You never found us. You said that you'd find us, that we'd be together, but it didn't happen."
I waited and I waited. But you guys got picked. You guys were bright enough, sweet enough. You guys were smart. And someone adopted you and they didn't adopt me. So sorry they did.
They said that you didn't care anymore, that you didn't want to see us. I'm sorry.
Oh. Daria, you know I did. People don't like to adopt older kids. I don't see Marlena.
When he drinks,
Yeah.
he gets angry and he likes to take it out on us. This is what home is. This is what it is to lose everything, to bleed and to cry.
It wasn't supposed to be like this, Nadia. It wasn't. For you guys. I did, and when they died, they split us up, and I couldn't find you guys. I looked in Connecticut. I looked in Jersey. I went deep into Pennsylvania. I couldn't find you guys.
Well, you found me now. She extends her hand. Take me with you. I don't want to stay here anymore.
Nadia, where's Lena?
She's inside.
She's inside? Okay,
Lottie, stop.
Once again, it's a disembodied voice. You don't know who it is. You don't recognize the voice, but you're pretty sure it's important.
Lottie is crouched. She's slowly standing up, and she kind of hesitates. Why? There's Elena might be in there.
Think about it. Doesn't this feel too neat? Too easy? You couldn't find your sisters. And suddenly you find them both together in this idyllic house in an incongruously shitty situation?
I looked.
Lottie,
I asked everyone I could.
Lottie, from your perspective, actually, you being here makes perfect sense. Your brain rationalizes away that this entire thing makes sense. I'll give Heather a cue here. The objective is not to poke holes in the scenario because they will adapt to make it so that it's feasible. It is to make it so it is more of a moral conundrum-y choice as opposed to a this doesn't make sense.
Gotcha.
Cool. Continue.
Don't you think that your sisters would reach out to you? Don't you think that you right now you could do better than this for them?
I haven't been shy that I grew up in homes. My face is everywhere. They didn't look for me. They didn't look for me.
Well, at this moment, you hear a much louder scream. And you see a figure fall through the patio door. You see them on the other side of the glass fall on the ground.
Lena, is that you? Maria Elena.
There's just the sound of whimpering.
Lottie, don't go.
But that's my sister. That's my baby sister.
But is it? Are they really your sisters if they didn't come looking for you?
When they separated us, they said they would.
You gotta help us, please. We can't bear the pain anymore. We don't have it in us, please.
The burden of finding each other again, of helping them, doesn't entirely rest on your shoulders, Lottie. They have to take some responsibility for it too. I know it hurts, but the best thing you can do right now is to walk away and give them the opportunity to follow you someplace better.
Yeah. No. Someone is in there. They're dangerous. Daria, come with me. Maria Elena, come on. She's edging towards the back. Come. We'll go to another house. Come on.
The child in the street.
I have my phone.
I was gonna say she reaches out her hand to you to take.
Daria, come on, get up. And Lottie's looking for her phone. She's looking to see if the shape is coming, but she's edging away. She's looking towards the property line, seeing if maybe she can yell for a neighbor. Hello?
Her hand is
crying out. Hey, come on. Daria, what are you doing? Get up.
Anna, her hand is just about to grasp Lottie's.
They have to follow you, Lottie. You can't take them. They have to follow you.
She'll stop her hand. Daria, you gotta get up. We gotta get Maria Elena and get up. I can't grab you. I can't hold on to you. Come on, get up. You're my age. You're my age.
She stands upward.
Lottie starts backing up. Daria, you're my age.
Are you going to abandon us again?
How are you still here? You haven't taken Maria Elena away? Is that even Maria Elena? The fuck are you? No, Nadia, what the fuck? She's slowly backing up. Nadia, why are you guys here?
As you take
Dad!
the backward steps, the illusion shatters, and once again you are standing at the edge of the pond, facing this individual.
Motherfucker!
As
She'll squawk.
as soon as the illusion shatters, Anna's got her arms around Lottie, dragging her farther back.
Lottie's scrambling away, and she's got fresh tears. They're heavy. She is overcome because truth of the matter is, she may be the oldest, but her sisters are not that much younger than her. They could have found her any day if they wanted to.
Damn. I was sure I had you there. Oh well.
You're a little piece of work. You know what you're doing. Lottie's just gonna hold on to Anna and just start crying. She's crying in Spanish.
One language Anna doesn't speak. She'll just...
It's okay, it's mostly sobbing.
Anna will wrap her arms around Lottie and just rub her shoulders. I'm so sorry, Lottie. I'm so sorry.
They're not. You know, many times I've looked, I still make calls to databases about them. I know their birthdays. I know. I just know they're not there. And Nadia is only a year younger than me. Maria Elena is 4 years younger than both of us, but they wouldn't be together. But they should reach out. They could have found me any day. They should have found me by now. And they haven't, and I haven't found them. And I don't know if I'm going to ever.
I know. It hurts.
Like a spear to the gut.
But you survived this. That means we still have a chance to find them.
Or confront them. Both. Why not pick a fight over family? It's the Ortega way.
Anna will smile.
I
Your friends, which the figure says to Christina, always so resolved.
She takes a deep breath, processing what she just saw, and she nods. Actually, yes.
My, such great and powerful lightning people you are. One person who craves their father's love and affection, the other who can't even keep their own families together. Such masters of the universe I see before me.
Hey, family's fucked up, but we make it work.
It just gives her a little glare, like, you smug bitch.
It immediately strikes you very much. This entity who is cruel, corrupted, callous, and seems to be delighting in your pain. She has a spark of divinity. She's a goddess. Why is this?
Yeah.
Why is this such a cruel universe that something like this could exist?
Mm.
You know what?
Mhm.
You just want your daddy's love as well, and that's the problem, isn't it? Or she's actually gonna stick out her tongue, because fuck it.
I believe that is showing me as the arbiter disrespect. She snaps her fingers. Hi, Darcy.
Hi.
Oh no.
Oh no, what now?
Oh no.
Bring it, bitch.
Darcy, have you ever had any?
Never say that to an SC.
Have you ever had a piercing that's gotten an infection?
Oh, God, no.
God.
Oh no.
Not the blood poisoning.
Bring it. I have hypersensitivity. Nothing can go wrong. This is a merit. This is giving me more flaws than anything.
I fucking love that.
That's how merit and flaws can be.
Yeah.
That's
It
amazing.
shall henceforth be known as a flirt. I love that flirt. Darcy,
Because you flirt with the STs.
your tongue proceeds to literally rot in your mouth.
Huh.
You feel it as you feel black pus be gurgitated, being forced down your throat, causing you to choke. Please roll me a stamina check.
Yeah, what's the diff?
For you, with your hypersensitivity, it's going to be difficulty 9. Have fun.
I also need to roll willpower because that's the flaw or merit. That's the
Flaret.
merit. The flaret. Yeah. Okay, first stamina. This is gonna be fun. Come on, rolls. Come on, Discord. You can do it. Be with me. Discord is being a bitch. Yeah, there we go. I rolled a 10.
Wow, you do not scream in pain. You look defiant.
Ha! And I will roll
Badass
Wow.
moment.
do you still want me to roll my willpower, or was this instead of my willpower?
Instead of your willpower, that's fine. She looks
Lottie
at you
will
and
help.
Can we go heal her or?
I was just
go
gonna have
for-
Lottie help her kind of like spew the black pus into the grass. Be like, yo, don't swallow that.
the tongue is almost...
Spitting is for quitting. Spitters are quitters, but we don't swallow that shit. Come on.
I mean, okay, if Darcy actually is gonna look defiant, she's going to flip this goddess the finger and spit in her face.
Wow. No.
Damn it, Pascal, you were so close to surviving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As it hits the water, it sizzles. That is Hawken and Loogie and a half. Yes, you can heal her now if anyone wants to. She's taken 1 level of aggravated damage.
I will try.
Wait, who took one egg? I did?
You did.
You took
Yeah.
one egg.
You took 1 egg.
Okay. But did that happen from me spitting? Because I kind of missed that.
Oh,
sort of.
No, that happened from her destroying your tongue.
Hello, Saskia.
What? Look, I'm trying to understand what Evan is saying. Could you please wait for a moment? Thank you.
Shit.
I mean, that's valid. No, basically, when your tongue was destroyed, you took the level of aggravated damage.
Okay, check. So nothing bad happened when I spat at her.
Nope.
I love it. I get a new friend. We're gonna go along splendidly.
Unfortunately, something bad has happened now because I tried to heal you.
Did you botch?
I did botch.
Oh, that's 9 paradox.
That's not my problem.
No.
Oh, that is mean.
Hang on, yeah, that is vulgar magic. This place does not count as a Horizon realm. Fun fact, you're actually in the Tellurian. You're just physically elsewhere.
Where's the damn?
So it is level times. It is currently the amount of paradox you take is level times the level of sphere. In this case, it is life 3. So that means you take a total of 9 docs.
Yep, I already noted it.
Shit.
That does not feel
Wow. Oh
It
god.
also means because you did that, I have to ask you to roll me 9 dice.
good. Oh, goody.
Damn it, Mark.
Here goes. Hey, what is the diff?
It is, I believe, standard.
Well, I did get 1 success.
Ones do not deduct from this rule.
Oh, in that case, I got 1, 2, 3 successes.
All right. Okay.
Out.
You burn off 3 of the docks, meaning you still have 6 docks in your system. Holy crap. Okay. And you will suffer a backlash.
Yes.
Okay. Give me a
What
second.
is? Yep.
There's a table for this. This is, believe it or not, the first time I've rolled a paradox backlash in months.
That's
Because
because we're
per M20. Well, no, it's actually per M20. It's really hard to backlash.
See, this is what I get for trying to be helpful.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Give me a second.
No
It just gives
worries.
Tiger more time to show up, so it's fine. Backgrounds.
Well, what can I say except you're welcome.
If somebody else can find this quicker than I can, I'll love you for it.
Which?
What am I looking up, dear?
Oh, paradox effects. Thank you. Sorry, I found it. It's on
Okay.
page 447 or 547.
I heard a door skip.
Okay. For the next month, you are only capable of speaking gibberish,
Oh God!
And you
No.
and you take 3 bashing.
See, this is gonna be a problem because now in a few moments I'm gonna be Tiger's like inner voice
Yeah.
of reason.
Yes, you are.
Son of a bitch.
Oh God! Oh, that's sweet. And I also know
For-
the 3 bashing.
Because I am not a dick. Fortunately, because I am not a dick, that is psychic communication, which I will let you do. But after that, you can only speak gibberish.
For the next month, right?
Yep.
Yep. I will note that in my blue book.
Welp. So on the first day of spring, we can hear your character say, "Oh, what a lovely spring day."
Whereas before, no. When I say he speaks gibberish, I mean he speaks Tourette's-style gibberish. So, for example, his response could literally be, "I fuck a goat because I want to waffle."
So that's kind of like that episode of DS9 when everyone
The
starts talking
first
about
clear
Windows.
thing we'll hear him say.
Yes. But Darcy still has the level of ag damage. Oh, also the paradox, or also the quintessence you would have used to heal her is also lost. That one quintessence is gone. Bye bye.
I assumed as much.
I got an ag to the tongue. Ow.
I mean, if it helps, that's the worst head. That's the second worst head you've ever you've ever given. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Damn.
Wow.
I will attempt to heal Darcy.
Okay, you do that.
Please don't budge.
No.
Damn.
I'll make
Don't jinx
everybody
it. Don't jinx it.
I was gonna say, Christina can fix your patterns and shit. Welcome to Life 4.
Oh god.
Yeah.
So, can Christina
Already
also
has-
fix
Nice.
paradox? Wink, wink. That's what I say no more.
Oh yeah, she's gonna get a point of paradox because this is still vulgar magic.
No, I mean, can she also
Oh
fix
yeah.
paradox?
It's cool.
No, only if you've got Prime 5 can you fix paradox.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Prime 5.
Okay. So, the roll. What does the roll start at? 7.
It's vulgar without witnesses, so yeah, it starts at 7. If you want to use a foci or custom foci, you can, or any quint you want to spend. Bear in mind, you have to spend at least 1 to actually heal the aggravated damage.
I do actually
Right.
have the spark of Garrett if that is of any use.
I don't think it is in this situation. Oh wait,
Okay.
does it lower the difficulty?
No. Like,
don't
I think
remember
it lowers difficulty to. Let me look it up. That book I've got open right here.
It's also in my blue booking if you
What's
need
the
to have
merit?
it fast. Spark of life.
I think that should help. One sec.
Yeah.
I think it might
Oh, yes,
both
Spark of
you-
Life. I forgot that.
Spark
Okay.
of life.
Oh.
I have that too.
Oh, everyone, it's Tiger. Oh shit,
I've arrived.
things are about to get rickety rickety wreck.
I signed up for this team because, like, Minnie would not her. Minnie would just be hilarious in this situation.
Doop, 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 doop.
We're currently getting a rule, so bear with us.
Ah, yeah.
Yep.
Take your time.
Okay. So Spark of Life, aggravated damage heals as if it were one level higher than it is. So it would heal. Oh, it'll heal within an hour because
Yep.
if this is your bashing box.
Okay. Wait, shouldn't it be as if it's my lethal box then? Because, like...
No,
It
one
is
level
bad?
higher on the track.
Okay.
So because bashing is your top box, it'll heal within an hour.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, it says if you're trying to heal someone else, you subtract -2
Oh,
from
okay.
difficulty.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to heal
okay.
someone else. Someone else is trying to heal me.
So
So, okay.
yeah, it'll be difficulty 7 minus etc.
Okay. Right. Well, I've got a foci, and I'll spend 2 extra quints, so that's to 4. Doo-doo. 3 success.
Yep, that is enough to heal the 1 aggravated damage.
Yay! Okay, so
Midnight.
my revenge on this goddess. She's trying to hurt me, but that's just her spiel, right? That's just her gig. So Darcy will give her a hug and a kiss on the mouth.
Ho ho ho!
Her eyes kind of go wide as you pull her close to the kiss, at which point she rips out that new tongue of yours with her teeth. Take
Again?
another point of damage.
I knew it. I kind of knew it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for ruining the fact I just got healed. But it was just too awesome to be true. I just wanted to see her be actually surprised that someone would do such a thing.
There was a look of genuine surprise in her face. There was a what the look.
I mean, it was not a kiss where the tongue was involved, though. It was just a simple like kiss.
In that case, she will not rip out your tongue, but she will give you a look of what the hell did you just do?
Mistress,
I
are you
assume
part of,
huh?
are you part of the Heavenly Court?
Yes. Why?
Then your role here must be hamster sprints desperately. Must be ordained.
Correct.
And so it's part of the order that is intended.
Yes.
And whether or not you act with malice, it serves a purpose to test the virtues, to test them, to make sure we're virtuous. And so it cannot be evil
You're much
because
smarter
you're
than you
answerable to
appear.
heaven.
You're much smarter than you appear, godling child.
Yeah, he's
All right,
really good.
Or than he gives himself credit for.
I'm going to go and get a drink, and in the meantime, would you guys explain to Tiger what the haps are? And I'm going to do his thing when we get back, because he's the last one.
Oh, sure!
So I just got a shitload of paradox for trying to help, and now I can only talk gibberish.
Hyun, I didn't. Wow, where did you come from?
I don't
Lottie's
know.
an emotional mess.
Our spirits are being tempted through tested through temptation. to make sure we're sufficiently virtuous to approach the heavenly court. One of us, each one of us except for Christina, received either a red or a black stone. She received a gold one. But you don't need to be concerned about it. You received a black one. So you'll be facing temptation. And someone else is going to have to convince you to resist temptation. The mistress who is arbiter here is, well, I don't want to mispronounce her name, as that would be rude. So,
A real piece of work.
Yeah.
Zaisen Shen is her name.
Aisen Shen, and she is the goddess of corrupted blood, but she also tests us. It's been a long time since anyone passed even the first test, the test of body. So steel yourself, because magic will not help you here. Nothing will except for strength of character. Remember, there are no easy answers, no matter how much we all want there to be.
Do or do not. There is no try. Sorry.
And sometimes the truth can be unbearably painful, so be prepared for that.
I'm used to that last one by now.
Also, it's always a good idea to be respectful.
Right.
Unless you want to be short of tongue.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can you talk right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, my tongue is healed.
Yeah, she can.
Second time?
No, she didn't have to open mouth kiss her. I got the mental image wrong.
Oh, okay.
I guess
All
you're
right.
on the mouth, not in the mouth.
So, yes, for Tiger, basically the idea is once you are given the scenario, you will forget that you were here. You will forget everything up until the moment in time you came here. You will understand where you are as to being real and genuine. You will forget any consequences of your actions, because if you fall for the seduction that is offered, the penalty is immediate death for both you and the individual who brought you here. But once again, we would like you to be good role players, so it is far more fun. Do you have any questions? Because obviously you are just arriving.
Is it known who's going to be the one trying to guide me off the temptation, or no?
Yes, it is by process of elimination going to be Mark, because we did it all randomly. So you are the last one, and he is the last one. So the two pair together.
We are the chosen ones.
All right, let's not fuck this up, Mark. I believe in you.
Definitely.
So you step forward and you look into the pond. Everything goes dark from your perspective until you hear a voice cut across the silence. Ah. Agent Bok Choy.
Agent Bok Choy.
Do I know who this guy is, or no?
Yes, this is because I lost his old picture, this is the new picture for Cypher 9.
Oh. Cypher 9, how are you?
I'm curious why it is that I find you here of all places.
I mean, why are you here?
I'm merely doing my duty. He presses a button, and you will see a pair of double doors slowly grind open. Excuse me. Slowly grind open in front of you. At which point you will see this woman, who I believe you will know,
Yep.
is connected connected via large clamps around her arms and legs to what looks to be a surgical table.
What are you doing with her?
I'm merely making sure that the accusations of her being a traitor are apt.
Who's accusing her?
Her own voice logs and communications were damning enough, and then when we did a deeper neural scan, it revealed certain fascinating points, including, shall we say, you and her and your little liaison on company time, Agent.
He'll just kind of sigh. Look, we're doing what we think we need to do.
I quite understand that. I do. However, now I feel as though, unfortunately, it has become time for you to be proven in your loyalty. He will very casually throw you a gun. Simple. 1 round to her temple should do it.
Stop. There, a voice from inside him will say, "You will not. You do not want to do that."
Kim kind of looks around, confused. Did you
For
hear
the
that?
record, you don't know where the voice comes from, other than the fact you know it's important. Sorry, I always give that qualifier.
Yeah, he'll still look around like he's trying to figure out where it's coming from. He'll look at Cypher 9. Did you hear that?
No.
Look at her, Peter says. Does she really deserve to die? Can you say why would you take her life needlessly?
Hmm.
You have a duty, Agent, that you have given your entire life to. After all, you are who you are today because of what the technocracy have made you. This woman is nothing but a tryst, a dalliance, and she is now proven to be a traitor. She is a danger to the Union. You will do your duty.
Fuck, he doesn't know much about the technocracy. He looks. Peter will like again in a firm though not angry voice. He will say, "She is a human being, and what is your duty if not to improve the lives of humanity in the long run? Can we can we do that if we do not maintain what makes us human? How does killing a defenseless woman help that?"
Ken looks down at the gun thoughtfully. He looks up at Cypher 9. I have a lot of duties, Cypher 9. Yes, I have a duty to the technocracy to uphold the laws and the tenets of it. But I have a duty to her as well. I'm her husband. I'm supposed to protect her.
Oh, Peter didn't know that.
Saying is you place some semblance of sordid familial obligation above what you have always striven for.
Remember your wedding day, he says. Remember the love and trust she had for you when you looked into her eyes. Remember that as he tells you to murder her. Can you do that? I don't think you can. I don't think you want to.
Swore oath. In sickness and in health, till death do us part. I don't think that should be today, Cypher 9. I think there's better ways to go about this.
Very well. I'll have it noted in your file. Hand me the gun and I'll do it myself.
If you let him do that, that's no better than doing it yourself.
Ken will respond to that by shooting at Cypher 9 with the gun.
Bang, bang, bang. You see the figure. Obviously, most of his upper body is made of armored cyber augments. He is forced backwards by the impact of the bullets that seem to graze and grave away the outer layers of blackened varnish and blacker. As he looks in surprise, and he says, "You're a traitor!"
Yeah, but I'm not gonna fucking kill my wife, you stupid asshole. And he's gonna continue firing at him.
You will eventually see, as it says, you will empty the clip into him until he falls to one knee, and he'll say, "This will be remembered, bok choy."
Maybe. Not by you. And he's going to walk over to him and start bashing his head in with the gun.
All right. As you smash the gun down, the vision will shatter around you, and you will be standing in the clearing again with your friends. The figure of Zhen Shishuan looks down and snarls, and she says, "I did my best. Let it never be said that I didn't attempt to do all that I could." Fine. Why?
Christina will look at her and say, "Noted."
I thought it was pretty horrifying.
Peter nods, and then he looks at the rest of them and says, "Window, ledge, smartphone, computer, tablet."
Yes, that was very interesting communication, and we're all very traumatized.
Monkey.
But is Peter aware that he's talking gibberish, by the way?
No, you're absolutely unaware you're talking gibberish.
Okay, good.
Oh, amazing.
When people don't respond to, or at least don't respond the way he thinks they should, he looks a little bit confused and then looks at like everyone goes, "Well, plate window, crucifix, shoe."
Is he okay?
Lovi shakes head. Bro, what happened in that vision, man?
Sandals.
You see her
Paper bag.
For the record, you see her take the blade from her side, and you see her cut her wrist really deeply with an elongated slash. And as the blood flows free from the wound, it coagulates until it eventually forms a blood-red key that appears to be made from red jade. She will then toss the key onto the bank on the opposite side, saying, "Very good. The second key is yours. Next will be the
key.
That's fine.
Between nails. Picks
Next
up the
will
key
be the
between nails.
Next will be the test of the higher soul, given by, or also known as the test of mind. This will be given to you by Shi Shishen Wang, he who knows 10,000 things."
I know that dude.
That's a lot of things.
Oh
And
yeah,
his
he's
brother.
super awesome.
Okay.
Get out. Leave me.
Does Christina's body and everything return to normal?
Yes, it does.
Okay, good.
Quick, just
kind of like
come. Lottie's furiously gesturing for Christina to be like, let's go.
So she's like shaking herself off, but yeah, she goes. She's like, oh my god.
As you leave, she says very softly under her breath, you can opt to hear it if you'd like, "Maybe they can do it." A new story. Always interesting.
Anna will give a quick bow before she fully leaves and say, "There is only the story that we make for ourselves."
We'll also do kind of a bow. I don't have anything quippy to say. Bye, thanks. Leaves.
Gun will also do a vow and say, "I'm unsure of your role in this universe, but I hope that it goes well for you."
And Peter will also bow, and he will go. He will put on his most official voice because he still thinks that he's making sense, and he will say,
She raises.
he will say something random. I can't. He will say something
shoe,
like
mattress, hairdresser, echo, shoe.
something like that. Exactly. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
And on that note, boys and girls, we will end our scene. Thank you,
Yes.
players. Thank you for watching. This has been a very emotional scene where Evan ripped his throat out, but that's neither here nor there, of Darkness in Dublin. Have a pleasant evening.